Okay, so I've had a few people ask about this, so I'm going to run through how you can set a reminder in your calendar for a opportunity. So the first thing to do is to add in an opportunity. So we'll do that. We'll add a fake one in here. So we're going to choose a contact. What have we got here? We'll choose this one, IT admin. We'll give this a name. So this is going to be follow up. So the scenario would be, if you spoke to the client, they weren't ready to do anything just yet, you wanted to call them in a month, so you would add them in as a, we can call it a sale in progress. It can be really in any column you like. And then once you've added that in, then we can add some notes or tasks. So we can add a task in here to say follow up, and then we can add a time for that. You can add a description there if you want. So the idea would be that you might add that for a couple of weeks away. So you could add it for 1 week, would be fine. You would assign it to somebody, maybe yourself, and then you would save that. And then what will happen is when that task comes up, it will pop up in this notifications section here. I've had a few people ask about setting the reminder in the calendar, which I think is a great idea as well, because your calendar is something that you hopefully look at every day. And so what we want to do there is set up a new follow-up calendar that doesn't send any emails to the client, because obviously you don't want them to get the email that you're going to contact them. So we go to calendars and we'll click on calendar settings, and we're going to create a new calendar here. This can just be a simple personal booking one. We'll call it follow up. Whatever that name is, that's fine. And then we will click confirm, and then close that. And then we want to go and edit the calendar. And this is important because what we want to do is make sure that the correct people are checked. So that's you, the availability is correct. That can be anything because you're the only one who's using it. The other important bit is the notifications. So we can leave these in-app notifications. So these just come to you, the user. But down here, we want to uncheck these things. And then we also, very importantly, want to uncheck this. So this makes sure that it does not get sent to the client, and then save those changes. Add something like that there, so that's a valid slug. Okay, so that bit's done. Then we go back. We go back to our opportunities. So once that calendar's added, obviously you don't have to go do that every time. Then we go back to this opportunity here, and we can click on book or update appointment, and then we can click new appointment. Now we make sure we select the correct calendar. So follow up, and then its appointment title is follow up. Can't believe I did that again. Follow up with contact name, so that'll be the person who you contacted. We'll set this calendar there, and then you can set the time that you want to follow up with them. So it could be any time, doesn't matter. 8:30 in the morning, you probably do it during office hours, so you might set it to 9. And then, so that will add that to your calendar. It won't notify that client that you're going to do that. So then not only will you get the notification here on the day that you've set it for, but also in your calendar, you will see follow up with IT admin. So I've set that for tomorrow, but you would obviously set it for the day that you wanted to follow up that person. Anyway, I hope that helps.